to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Working on the right, and an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Takes the handoff. It's Robin.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll pull it on the read. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going with the counter play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Penny. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Buck. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Complete to start this drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Immediately fires to the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robbins. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Thanks to grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Fires left. He makes the catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Tulane. He'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hunt is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robbins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one's way too far for everybody. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are flying down the field. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Buck. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The give from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 22 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go right back to the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on the option. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Penny. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Whedon. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds some time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Penny. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets it out fast. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Caught in the backfield. It's Penny. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a a team outclassed. The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.